Hi students, welcome to the session on electric field. I am Sheikh Majid. In this class we are going to learn about electric field, the unit of electric field, and also we learn how does one charge know the presence of other charge. We know that Coulomb's law quantifies the force between the two charges. It means that Coulomb's law is used to find or give the numerical value of the force between the two charges. But Coulomb's law didn't tell how did one charge know the presence of other charge in the region. The answer for this question lies in the concept called field. Let us see that. I give one example to understand field very clearly. Example is familiar for us. Let us take two magnet. Magnet 1 is kept here. We bring magnet 2 from this position until it reaches some place nearer to magnet 1. The magnet 2 doesn't feel anything. Once it reaches this region, it feels either attractive force or repulsive force from the magnet 1, depending on the polarity of the sides of the magnet 2. Right? So, the region where the magnet 2 feels the force from magnet 1 is known as field. Once it reaches this location, even if you leave your hand from the magnet 1 will either attract or repel depending on the polarity. Right? So that region is known as field. What happens in that region? There force is felt. So field is a region where force is felt. Right? So I told if you leave your hand also, the magnet 2 will feel either attractive force or repulsive force. That means they don't need to touch each other. The force is felt at some distance itself. This phenomena is known as action at distance. Right? This is possible only in electrostatic force and magnetostatic force, but it is not possible in mechanical force. We all know that whenever you want to put brake in our bike or car, we have to press the brake by our leg. That means leg and brake should touch each other. Then only the force will be applied. It is not action at distance. There they should touch. If you keep your legs some distance away from the brake will not be put. Right? We have to press. So this is the difference between the electrostatic force and the mechanical force. Right? So we are going to study about electric field only. So what is the electric field? As usual, electric field is also a region in a space where force is felt by a charged body. Who is developing that force? That force is developed due to its charge. Right? Simply, field is a region where force is felt. Right? Okay. Now, Faraday is the first person who coined the term field. He observed through his experiment that a charged particle creates field in the surrounding region. Right? Like this. Right? Whenever a charged particle is there, it is creating a field like this. The arrow lines represents field. When some other charged particle in that, if there is some other charged particle in that region, what happens? The charged particle, let us assume that charged particle 1 is creating a field. The charged particle 2 and 3 are in that region. So these particles senses that field and understand that someone is present. So since Q1 and Q2 are having same polarity, they start repelling each other, and Q1 Q3 are having opposite polarity, so they attract each other. Clear or not? So this is the way one charge knows the presence of other charge in the surrounding region. So what is the simple process takes place here? A source charge develops field in that region, force is felt. If some other charge is present in that region, that charge, let us assume that charge is a test charge, it feels the force. This is the way two charges understand the presence of each other. This question is not answered by Coulomb's law. Electric field concept only answers this question. Now derive the equation for electric field. Let us assume that source charge capital Q is present here and test charge small q is at distance r from the source charge. The distance between its source and test charge is r. So what is electric field now? Electric field is force felt by test charge. So E is equal to F by Q. I put small q. You know why? Because it is a force felt by test charge. Test charge is small q. So electric field is nothing but force per charge. In exam you don't need to write test charge. Simply write force per charge. So what is force as per Coulomb's law? As per Coulomb's law, F is equal to K and magnitude of two charges, let us assume capital Q and small q, and divided by distance square, that is r square into r cap. Instead of F, you substitute K, capital Q, small q divided by r square. If you simplify Q will be cancelled. What we get is KQ by r square into r cap. This is the equation for electric field. This equation we have to use to solve the problem. So E is equal to, E is used to denote electric field. Y is a vector because E is a force by charge. F is a vector. So any vector divided by Q is a scalar. Vector divided by scalar is also a vector. So E is also a vector. So electric field is also a vector. So E is equal to KQ by R. Clear? So now we have to understand one thing. The force on a positively charged object is in the same direction as the electric field at that point. What is it saying? We know that F is equal to Q, E is equal to F by Q, both are a vector. This implies F is equal to QE. So what does it imply? Then suppose if a charge is positive, Q is positive. So it's a positive number. So F is equal to some positive E. So both F direction and E direction are same. So here you see F and E are having the same direction. Here also you see the green line represents E, F is represented by F, both are in the same direction. Clear or not? Okay, so for positive charge, electric field and force are in the same direction. Now let us see what will happen to negative charge. Here you see for negative charge, force and electric field are in opposite direction. Why? As usual, you use the formula E is equal to, F is equal to QE, because E is equal to F by Q, right? So F is equal to QE. Since it is a negative charge, Q is minus Q. So what happens? F is equal to some minus E. Q is a number. So F is equal to minus E. So force and electric field are in opposite direction. So since electric field comes in this direction, the force must be acting opposite direction. So for positive charge, force and electric field are in the same direction, whereas for negative charge, force and electric field are in opposite direction. Right? So now we derive the equation unit for electric field. We know that E is equal to F by Q. F is a force, so the unit of force is Newton. Q is a charge, unit of charge is Coulomb. So electric field is given by Newton per Coulomb. So other unit used in electric field is volt per meter. Why it is volt per meter? Let us see in the later classes. But mostly in the problem they give volt per meter, not Newton per Coulomb. And also we have to know one important point: the electric field exists independent of whether there is a test charge is there or not. Yes, of course. Why? Because the electric field is developed by source charge. Even if there is no charge nearer to that area, the field will exist. So the field is developed by a source charge is independent of test charge. That is very, very important concept. So that's all about this session. I have put some questions here to test your understanding of this class. Put your answers for this question in the comment section. We will discuss all the answers in the comment section. If you are having any doubt also, you can ask me. I am able to, and I am happy to solve all your doubts. Thank you.